What's up, everybody? Polypuppo here. Thank you very much for coming to the channel. Been a minute since I could come down here, and that's my point of the video today. Is I wanted to come down here and make some beats, and I thought maybe. Let me back up. On my last video, I just did all about audio tracks and how I wanted to take my audio tracks and put them into the MPC, which were working dope. But I wanted to see about, and in the video, let me keep going. I'm just a little worked up because I wanted to come down here and make music, and I can't because I'm troubleshooting shit the whole time, okay? I just thought I would share with you guys. I put the USB-C into my phone, and you could sample off Spotify. It was pretty dope, right? And I was like, yeah, going through these converters, the flux, and it gives you a better sound off of a record, and get a good punch. And I'm like, okay, well, a few days later, this is like a week later, right? And I come down here and I'm like, let me put the thing in there and put in some drum tracks. And so let me pull some drums, just so I could chop them up and kind of just practice. And I thought I was doing something wrong, I put the USB the same way. I made sure all my settings were the same way and everything was chilling. And I go to my sampler and hit USB 1, and I tried all USB 2, 1 and 2, and the shit wouldn't pick up. And I read on comments like people are saying like they can't get their Galaxy phones to work or their iPhones. I don't know which one it is, but one of them wasn't working. Mine was working. Mine was working. I was ripping up. So I was showing my daughter upstairs. She's got my MPC key 61. I was like, this thing's kind of cool. It does this, and she thought it was kind of dope. It was still kind of gritty, but the drums came out pretty dope. But I wanted to do that. I wanted to get some sounds, just some piano or whatnot. And the shit wouldn't work. I thought maybe I was doing something wrong. And I tried everything. Like I've been down here for almost an hour or so just trying to get that to work. I tried going to the Akai site, downloading the firmware again and the hardware download onto USB. I even tried going to like 3.5. It didn't work. It wouldn't let me. It's just crazy that it does. It just like, so I'm like, okay, let me go and plug it into my Windows. I got a little Windows. Uh, it's a gaming console, which it's got Windows on it, right? So it's got the MPC software and everything. And I can vouch for it. It was working on there. I could hit the pad. It would make the noise on the MPC. You could see the squares light up on the little handheld screen. It's kind of dope. This motherfucker right over here. Right, so I had the MPC software on here. So I was messing with Grand Piano. I got it all on here. Like I'm logged in and everything. And at the top left has got the MPC 3 software, right under my middle finger, or this finger. That way, right here. And it runs. You put it on, and like I said, I was hitting the pads on the Live 3, and the shit was running. So I'm like, what happened? Like, was there an update or something? Did I update? I looked on the site. There was no update, and it's just crazy, right? So the USB-C on my thing, this doesn't register it anymore. So I don't even like to use the software, but for those of you guys who are using it to go into software and exporting the shit to your DAW, this little bitty wire, you better have it screwed in real good, man. Let me tell you what. Let me show you this. There's a little bitty wire back here, USB-C, and you can't say that I've been like, oh, you don't know how to treat your wire. Dude, I've been so careful. I put this thing snug in here. And on the back of your MPC, there is no let me show you. I'm gonna plug all this shit. I'm about to. Let me show you this stuff over here. This shit right here, right? That's the only way you're going into your computer, is with that little bitty USB-C. This little thing right here. So this goes out, there is no more big blue orange ugly plug. There ain't no more blue ugly blue that went into the X, the SE, the 1, the Live, the 37, the fucking, you name it. It's gone. And they're using this little bitty ass USB-C. I already saw a post where these two blue ones already snapped on somebody's. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, just go to the Akai thing and they'll replace it. Dude, have you ever dealt with that? Like, I'm not doing that shit. The point is, it's not even a month old and the shit's not working right, okay? It's just when you plug it in, I don't even want to use it. I'm not even going to use the USB-C like that, bro. I'm just saying for people that are buying it to use it like that, because yeah, it would have been dope to load up a video game on here and capture some of the background noises. That shit's digitally mastered, like it's made to sound good digital. So when you sample it, and I can just have to go out headphone jack, it's no big deal. I don't mind that. But for you guys to be like, hey, the sending the tracks and all that, but not only that, if that shit breaks, you ain't going in controller mode, nothing. You ain't doing nothing. Ain't gonna be nothing. I'm just saying that my experience. Now on somebody else's experience, they might have something different. I know when I plug it into Windows computer, it was all crackly and poppily. All right, and I thought maybe it was my settings, but it's not my settings. I know my settings, and it's not it. Even on this little handheld, it was a little crackly and poppily. So whatever. You know, I don't. That's why I don't use that USB-C shit that came with it like that. If so, man, it's just a bad connection or something, a cheap part or something that's in there that ain't right. It needs to be fixed. I mean, I think the wait's all the way to like February before you can get one of these. So before you go out and either buy one, make sure that this shit's been addressed because it's bullshit. I wanted to make music today and I got to come down and do this shit instead. Trying to troubleshoot this. I'm like, did I go to the site and grab a different download? Did I update it? Did I do something different? I didn't do shit to it, dude. All my global settings are fine. And then I want to go over one more thing. This is just, I called this a long time ago about them wanting to go subscription based. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with going subscription based, but just for the heads up, when you see all these dudes on there, and much love to everybody that's doing videos for Akai, man, but they're using the plugins and everything, and they don't come with the new MPC. You gotta buy these shits separate, bro. And on top of that, they're not free. You gotta pay a subscription for this shit, a monthly subscription. So you got all these things. Anything that said get trial, there's a lot of them. If they're all $5 a month, dude, it adds up pretty fucking quick. That's all I'm saying. It's like the MPC should have just come working with the more RAM and everything is great. It handles the audio tracks good. I still use it. I like to program my drums on it, all that. But man, if you're using it for that other stuff and you want the plugins, it don't come with it. The USB-C, I mean, such a risky wire, man, to be the only way to connect to your computer if that's what you're doing. I actually appreciate it. I encourage people to go out of the shit that I just unplugged from the back just for the sake of the video because I think that that's the right way to do it. That's not failed me yet, but going out that little USB-C isn't working at all. Not for me. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I know there's a lot of other things you could be doing right now and other things I could be doing right now. It's been very busy, but that really just, I thought that I would share that. You know, I'm a content creator apparently. When I got on here, I just started sharing things that I was doing, having fun doing it. But if I'm going to be branded as a content creator, You know, I'm gonna be honest and tell you about that shit right there, right now. If you guys have any questions or anything, I'll be completely honest, dude. I'll tell you, no, it ain't very cool when you're limited on time. It's the whole thing about the whole workflow is to be fast, but now we're just troubleshooting for the companies now. And it's not a Kai's fault, it's in music, because what they did to that Denon DJ Prime back there ain't no justice either. Now, I'm not even a DJ like that, dude, and I can tell you straight up, that's not it. That's not it either. You know, anything, I don't know. It's just all in music is doing. It's not just a Kai, so don't just hate on a Kai. It's not them. So I'm gonna get off here, guys, and just keep that in mind about the USB-C, man. I'm very careful with my stuff. I leave it there. I set it and forget it. It don't move, and I just take my phone out, plug it in, and it didn't work. So I'm like, did I already break the cable? Did I use a different cable? It's like maybe it's a different cable. All right, maybe I broke the freaking cable, which is crazy. And yeah, I'm like I said, I'm not trying to say, hey, don't buy this or don't do that. I'm just sharing my experience as I go. And as far as being content creator and all that, I mean, if I were to put links and shit and actually like be a content creator, dude, I would kill it. I could totally kill it. Put a link of an MPC under there and make 18% commission off of each sale. Man, that's better than selling windows. I went door to door selling. I could do that all day long. So I don't know. I might get into doing shit like that if I'm going to be branded as one like that. But I'm also wanting to make beats at the same time. And that's the reason I don't. You know, I'm not here to push products and all that. I want to show you guys what I'm doing that seems to be working and what doesn't seem to be working. What is working is this. This works. I actually got put on a radio station in Atlanta like a few months ago. Dude called me up. I don't know what they do. Is like send me some tracks. I sent him 3 tracks, and he played one. And one was out of the SP 1200. It was on a radio station in Atlanta. It was a hip hop fucking station, dude. It was like super dope. And he told me he was gonna put me on there, and I called him. I got family in Atlanta, and fucking he called me and told me that he heard it on the radio too. It was legit, super dope. And then they sent me a contract, which is like forever long, man. Like I didn't even read it. I just thought it was dope, and I'm just saying this helped me get there. I got 5 or 6 MPCs. I ain't been. Well, it did get me a music placement. MPC did give me a music placement on a TV show. Fresh off the boat, I did a little background music for that. But still, the fact is I should not have to be not making music on any device that I come across. You know, I like making music on everything that I can, and it was just a little discouraging. I don't want you guys to have to go through the same shit that I just went through over here. I mean, then you find out you don't get the sounds, which I don't really. I'm just telling you, you don't get the sounds. You got to pay a subscription. The USB-C is janky on there. I don't know. As far as the build quality on there, I don't know. I'm not saying the price is it's fine, whatever. But the build quality on it, um, I don't know. You don't want to be selling a whole bunch of them to be getting them all back. Is the thing. You just double check that. The USB-C is the main thing that you connect to your computer now. Like, how is that going to be the first thing that not work? It's crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna post this or not. Lately, I just post a video. I see like I get 1,000 views or so, and then I just take it down. I feel like, what was the point of me even posting the videos, you know? But I like to stop by and say what's up to a few people, let you know what I'm doing in or out here. Right on. I'll talk to you guys later.